Hello, this is Sarita. I'm bringing you my journal that I finished for the September Stashbuster Journal Challenge 2023 with Dear Julie Julie. And on this one, we had to have at least 60 pages. And we had to use 10 pages of digitals, of two different digitals. And we had to do 21 embellishments. And there's a list of us stuff we had to use and certain things we had to make. So I finally got it done. And this is my vintage lace journal. I didn't measure it, but it's about 6.5 by about 9 inches. And I used a big envelope, like this, that I coffee dyed, and I folded it in half. The one I used, they had the lace design on it. And anyway, that's the base here. And then the front part is made with envelopes, and the second half is the one signature on the envelope. I decorated my front with laces and appliques, and we had to make a mini flip-flop little journal, and this is our newish one. And I didn't have room in the journal because it was kind of thick, so I decided to put it in the front, and I added ribbon, wire ribbon, inside here. This is under the embellishment, and this is between the pages. But it's made with a Julie's Digital, which I think is the roses. And so I'll show you this. It's like accordion style. I think that's right. And then it flips. But it has a pocket with a tag. It's all coffee dyed. Some coffee dye papers. This is a book page, and Julie had the pocket inside, but I put it on the outside. And I think that's strap paper and a graph paper that is coffee dyed, and it has a little pocket here, and this one here, and here's the other pocket. This is from a dictionary page, and then there's this pocket, and then you turn it over, and that's the back. And it's the same papers. The other side had the pockets, the top pockets, and this one doesn't. So I had a few more pages on this side. But that's it. That's my mini book. And actually this, I never posted a picture, but this is the cover. And it's an envelope that is coffee dyed, and then I put a frame here, and I used coffee dyed cheesecloth in this picture, and just the laces This is the back, and I didn't put a pocket or anything. I was gonna do something, but I didn't. Originally, that was gonna be my cover picture, but it's from Julie's Digitals, but I decided not to. This is an envelope that is coffee dye, and I cut it in half diagonally, and I have one of my favorite journaling cards. I did some lace and a charm and beads on a ball pen, and I coffee dyed those. Julie's Digital is a little envelope and some just ephemera. So this is the back of that envelope, and I used a little this is a little envelope. I think it's a coin envelope from Julie's Digitals called the Basis. That's the one that I used also, and I just put it's just with a tiny clip, and it just has ephemera. This is part of Edith Holden and another message, so that clips there. And here is a bookmark that we had to make 2 of them. You know what? I'm gonna open this halfway so it lays flat a little. This is a bookmark, and it has it's held here with a paper clip, and it has a little pocket and some journaling cards. I didn't know it had 3, but it has 3. Anyway, and this is part of Julie's unused digitals that I had that we were supposed to use. Just embellished there. And it's a flip with another, I forgot what that called. What's that? And this is one of the 5 panel cards we were supposed to do. So I had to have at least 3 items, and I think this was my favorite because I wasn't sure what to do. So this envelope opened all the way, and I just folded it, and I added lace here, and I added some ink on it. So this closes. On this side, it has my double corner tuck, I think it's called. It has 2 embellishment tags. This was my index card, and I did some texture here, but it doesn't really show. I stamped using a stencil, and I used gesso because I didn't like the smell of the paste. And then I have a sticker, and I did some inking with a stamp. So, so this is the double corner tuck with a mystery, and here's my little tag, and it flips up, and there's a little heart with a little note card or postcard, and it's held with a paper clip, hidden paper clip. This is my fabric page, and I use flour sack fabric. this is the back of it, and I just tap stitch with my sewing machine, and I added eyelet lace here. To me, it's too bright, so I had to change it a little. That's why I reversed it here. Um, and then there's a digital card from Julie's. And I was supposed to add a button, and I totally forgot. Sorry, Julie. Um, from Julie's Digital. And this is one of my large tags with a job. And I use my, that's supposed to be on this side. I use my hoarded item. We're supposed to have a hoarded item. And I had this flashcards for as long as they're really vintage. They could be antique, I don't remember. But on the back, and this is supposed to be here, I used, I really like this. I have a book of the London Times, and it's a book of the whole year. And this was 1910. And I took some pages out, the whole signature. And this is where it was sewn, the 2 pages together. And this is the thread from it. So I kept it. I have a little pile of threads. And then so when I was doing my thing here, I decided, oh, I'm going to put that and then I'm going to sew that. So that's the original thread and the original holes of that London Times. And then I used the ink, and this is the newspaper print too. So it's a little tuck. And we can say there's my third item, right? Because that's an extra anyway. So on this page, I have just an envelope with some of my coffee dye papers and a digital tag, and it does a flip. And to me, this looked like a little shirt. So I just put some, I folded the ends of the envelope, and then I put some coffee dyed, it's a dictionary page. So I use that, and this is a paper clip from Julie's Digital, the bases, and I had tiny little pieces, so there's tiny little pieces. Good. And then I had my index card that I made and another coffee dye paper. And this is just a fold out. Some of my coffee almond dyed papers, and it has a pocket here. Just plain. On this side, it has it's called the door after door, because you open one door and it leads you to another one, and it's embellished with a paper clip, and it has a little tag lace, a little tag, a bullpen with a tiny little bird. I don't think my light is very good. So this is part of my dictionary page that I used on the other envelope, coffee dyed, and it flips, and it just has some journaling space there. And then this one is part of the basis digital kit, and opens up, and then this one, and then this is actually folds this way, just an inked scrap paper that this door opens this way. And I made this from an envelope. I did cut this one, but I made it into a little tuck here. I cut out the flap. And this one I left for a tag there. And I just, it does have a tag there. And here it's a, so it's supposed to be here. A pocket, I guess 4. This is all from the Basis digital kit from Julie's. And on the back it has some vintage ledger paper. And then this is a fold out. It's not the one part of the required, but I made one and then I decided to go with the other one. But it's holds a lot, so it's kind of fun to do. So that's my door after door. And then you go here. And the paper clip was supposed to hold here. So it was held with this paper clip from the other page. So it's just the inside of a book page. That was, I love the colors, very vintage. And this is embossed check, you know, the side. And I love that color, so I put those there. This is my side double pocket, and it's also an envelope. This is the flap, embellished with a sticker tool, and it's all ink, of course. And then the applique, and this is one of Julie's coin pockets. I think it's a bank pocket or something like that, with her. I don't know if this is from her, but anyway, I had just vintage stuff that I wanted to put in here. This is the oh, my pages are open. So this is part of the London Times newspaper, music paper, and a sticker on a label. And I have 2 tags here. This is one of my guest checks. This is a part of a napkin, and I use inked this ribbon and the napkin. And then, so that was part of the envelopes area, signature. And so this is the just ephemera that I used. My folder, and I put a tag paper clip to remind me there's something in there. This is one of the paper clips we made. It has my other large tag with a job, and it's another flush card, and I use coffee dye fabric. It's a ruffle with Rick Rack, and it's inked. Doesn't show, but it is inked. And this is the back, and I use the that newspaper print too, and with a little sticker and some coffee dye paper and the thread, and it just sewed halfway with 2 tags. on this side, I have my I layer belly band. I don't know. I can never. Um, anyway, just to remind me to open it. Um, and same here. I use part of that page with the uh, antique thread from the London Times, and I used a fussy cut from the digital tool, and I just staple it, and I made my bridge the newsprint over some cardstock, and it opens, and that's the mystery. It has a little envelope here with a postcard, and this is an envelope I just made. I had stickers, but I had to use them, so I took them out. Anyway, on this side, this is one of my hidden journaling cards, I think it's called. Yes. And I used my, we're supposed to use trash or anything recyclable type thing. So this was an envelope, and I used the reverse side, and I just added some napkin and inked the edges, and I used a paper clip here, and this is the back. See, that's the back of, I just added a little, it had holes here, so I just patched it with a book page, decorated with a paper doily, applique, and music notes, and just has two tags, or two. But the hidden part is here. This is a tag that is also trash. It was from a stamp, and I just had to cover the edges here, and I just put the line paper to cover. But this is a paper clip that comes off, so you still see it. Anyway, I thought it turned out really cool, and so I used that to show through the window. There we go. And this is a cluster we were supposed to make, and I just used paper clips to I embellished the clusters, and it's supposed to be like a hidden paper clip. There you go. So I can just put it there. Here I have this envelope that has a tuck here, and I use the London Times, and I used Big Mama's method of making washi. I use clear tape because I didn't have masking tape, so I used clear tape, and I put it on the newspaper, then I peeled it, and that's what it looks like. So I didn't use any glue on it. I just put it on to see if it was going to stay, and it's stuck in there. So it is a little bit glary, but is the right way. It's not backwards. So it's just a tuck in there with one of Julie's Digital's envelopes, and it flips down, but on this side is another cluster and some of Julie's the basis digital, and the flip down, it has a little bit of that washi, and just a guest check that I made that has a tag there. My poor journal's coming apart. Anyway, this page has my double tucks is the, that's why the envelope is here. And this is the flap. So it's the side of the envelope. It's not the where you open the envelope. I like this side. So it has on the back has a Julie's digital. It's an unused digital that I have left over with part of the roses in a fussy cut and just little ephemera. This page I embossed. There goes my stuff. Anyway, it has a flower here. I don't think you can see it very well. But and then this is a clip that I made. I'll show you in a minute. But here is another panel journaling card that I did. It's inked with and using a stencil, book page, label, and a sticker. And just a little journaling card. But this, I'm going to show you here. See if you know what that, maybe on the thing, what that is that I used. It has 3 little holes, so I put 2 dangles on it. And a little tiny bow with tulle on the 3rd one. Anyway, that was an earring. Those clip-on earrings. I took it apart and I was playing with it, and it has a strong grip. So I thought, oh, that makes a cute dangle clip. So I made a little dangle clip out of a clip-on. I have some journaling, just writing space. This is part of the basis kit, and I just inked the back of my page that I coffee dye. It has a paper clip here that has fabric, a button, and it's on the other side, string. This is a flip-flop with a flap. Flip-flop page with a flap. So that's the flap, and I use corrugated paper, a card from the digital kit, beads and flowers with tulle and lace appliques. Anyway, it flips and then it flops. I think this is Edith Holden book. I used 2 little laces here. This is tulle that had leaves and roses, but I just wanted to use the leaves to go with that. So, and this is for September. Since it's September, I thought, oh, that should go on it. This is my coffee dye, and I used some lace. Coffee dye, lace doily, paper doily. Some parchment paper. This is a little envelope that I thought, oh, it's so cute. But I didn't want to do anything. So I just did a rose out of newspaper, just scrap paper here, and I added a bead to hold it all together. So I just sewed the bead on. But it's just a long strip of paper. And this is one of my favorite journaling cards. And then on this side, it has a little tag. And then this page opens, coffee dye paper. And this was a 14 by 8.5 page. So I just added this page and then another page on the other side, I think. Anyway, this is the flap from the envelope. And it has this tag. And I think this paper clip is a little heavy for this tag. But anyway, it's there. And this has a pocket. And this is my other hidden journaling card. And this is coffee dyed, what's it called? A scene bag. With an applique, lace, and coffee dyed. And this is, I think this was the worst card I made, but my panel journaling card. Anyway, I'll take those out and fix that. A book page. This came from one of Sandy's books she sent me. And just paper, line paper, ledger paper. I can't remember how old this was. But anyway, coffee dyed, and I just added a scrap of fabric here. This is an envelope with a panel card. This is a playing card, Mickey Mouse playing card. Some of you might be getting some. And it flips, and it has more at the basis ephemera. So I just flip the envelope up. Book page, crunchy. This is some corrugated paper that I was playing with, and I did it long ways. I folded it in half and then put it through the machine and got it like that. So I made a trifold. Part of the fussy cut with a tag. I really like this one. This is part of the ephemera from the basis. Grungy tag. More ephemera. And this is part of it, the map. And this side has the little postcard and the tiny little French card. Little pieces. More fussy cuts. And this is my other book mark. And with Julie's Digital. It has a ticket, Jolie, a button, and a tiny little postcard here. And that's on the back. And here's a tag with one. Oh, I just pulled a little heart out. This is a tab out of ledger paper, and it has a ball pen with beads and a tiny little heart. I don't know where I did with it. Anyway, that goes here. Some lace. That was a paper bag. A little cluster. And this is a paper clip that I did with that paper rose. And it's holding a guest check that has a pocket and a piece of ledger paper. Oh. Here is a cluster that I put here because I didn't know where to put it. Oh my gosh, it's coming apart. And this is a coffee dye paper that I corrugated also, so you can see it here. And it just makes a tuck, and it has the digital, some vintage paper, and a guest check. And on the back it has this. Coffee dyed, and then I gesso inked paper. This has, you can see the stencils better. Those are stamps actually. Yeah. This was my fold out page. It is another deconstructive envelope. All my envelopes were coffee dyed. And for the closure, I see there's a little heart here. For the closure, I use the my tabs, the made up ledger, fussy die cut from, and another little from the basis digital. Oh, so it opens up here. That's supposed to be glued on. Anyway, it opens like this, and it's coffee dye graph paper. Not coffee dye. It's avocado dye, and it's graph paper, and you just, and here is a pocket with another guest check. And oops. So that's gone. And this is really vintage lace. It's very pretty. It's like an eyelet, but it's so thin. Here is a layered, I cannot remember this word, a layered belly band. I was going to use this first, but I made the other one with the envelope, so I chose that. It has just some coffee dye paper and just different things that come off. And that's this mystery, and there's a heart in the back. And there's a little cluster that's holding it. First, I was gonna have the mystery, have these things come out, but I thought, Anyway, this is my fabric flip with a stack of notes, and this is flour sack fabric, and I use buttons and a paper doily, and I used coffee dyed, and just these are from packaging paper, so it's trash also. More journaling page. This is the back, and this is an old, 1949, still old. It's not antique, but it's vintage Germany. A letter that goes in here. I was gonna use Sandy's tape here, and I forgot, but oh well, that makes it unique. This one is Fussy Cats from the digital, and it has all these little pieces of ephemera from the basis kit. Another panel card, and this is for the people that order packages from me. You're gonna get one of these cards. This is from the Pony Express. I did have a fabric store, and we did a quilt run, and it was called the Pony Express. And whoever came was doing the quilt run, they got one of those, and they had to have, there were 12 shops, and they had to get a stamp from each shop to go in there. And so I had leftovers, so I really like how that turned out. And this is just ephemera with a sticker from, but this page is held with a paper clip, and it just is tucked in there. So it's a journaling page, but it has writing. This one says, "It is never too late to be who you might have been," by George Eliot. So you ladies also gonna get a page like this. So I put it like that, and then tuck stuff in there. Anyway, I'll fix that later. Here is a tab with a book page. This had the date, but that's part of the ledger. And that's the folded page, book page. Some ephemera that I had. And I like how this looked like a waterfall type thing. So I didn't add much to it because I liked it. So I just added this piece, but that's part of the, the page. And that's the doily. This had different pieces of lace. The back of the Edith Holden page. The back of the digital. Oh no, this is just a coffee dye. And this was a square that I put on like a triangle, and I folded one corner and then the other, so I thought that was kind of cute. This is my waterfall page, and because of the little embellishments, it got stuck, so it wasn't working too well. But this is a movable one that you just pull. 1, 2, one more. See, it's stuck here. I don't know why it's stuck. Okay, so that's the fourth one, and then it closes back up. Anyway, I have to work on that. But the back of the digital, and a page for journaling. That's the back of the embossing page that I made, and the back of the this page that's holding it together, and the back of my envelope that just put some papers that I was going to put it in, but I never did. So I just stuck them in here. And that's the back. Okay. That's the front. That's the back. I was going to leave it as a tuck, but I thought, no, it needs to be. Okay. I need to close this. So that's my journal for the September challenge with Dear Julie Julie. And on Sunday, she's going to be announcing the new challenge for October. And that's going to be at 9 o'clock, I believe, 9 or 9:30 Pacific time. If you're interested in joining the challenge, come to Julie's channel, Dear Julie Julie, and get all the details, and you have a month to finish. And then yesterday we just had the VIP for the August challenge. So if you get to finish a journal for the challenge, you get to go to a VIP party, and you get she gave us some a new digital that's coming out, and for free as a reward for doing this. And it's a very nice digital. I cannot print it, so I don't have it, but it's something you can get. Anyway, dear Julie has a premiere almost I'm saying almost every day, because sometimes she has a live. Anyway, she's on every day at 10:30, except this Sunday. But yeah, it's fun. Nice. She gives you ideas of every step that you need to make, and you can do your own or do how she does it. But it's fun. You learn a lot. You meet a lot of great people, and you have fun. And